Hey everyone, I'm the Pixel Pathfinder, and my goal is to help you find great new indie games to play. Today we're checking out the demo for SpellBounders 2, which is a action roguelike spelling game. I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but it caught my eye, so I wanted to check it out. This game is coming soon, and it looks like it's going to be releasing into early access when it does. So feel free to check this one out on Steam if it catches your eye as well. Our goal at the end of this video is to decide whether or not we want to wishlist, follow, or ignore this game. So let's jump right in and check it out.
SpellBounders 2.
SpellBounders 2. I couldn't find anything about SpellBounders 1, so, who knows? Let's hit play and let's go. All right, we have survival, daily challenge, and arena. It looks like all we can do is survival, so we're going to ascend the grounds of Diretone Keep. All right, and we've got some different characters here. We can be Lexi, Val Keeper, Daz and Robot, Bannon the Bear, Sneak Tooth, and the Mindbreaker. Okay, well, we'll just...
the great outdoors.
We'll just go with Lexi, I guess. We're just gonna choose one here. Okay. Lexi, Gloom Viper. All right, no idea what we're doing. Treasure tile. Play over a treasure enchantment to receive a varying amount of essence. Okay. Might tile. Place a tile on a might enchantment to double its power. Restore stamina equal to the power of the tiles played on this enchantment. Okay. Strange portal. A compelling influence draws you to this tile. The first word in a match must be played over this tile. Okay, so we got to use the stuff we have here and to spell things over this tile, I guess. And then let's see, we have essence. Okay, so this is essence. It's like mana. This will restore 5 stamina. I'm guessing that's what this is. Then we have Nature's Wrath. Choose a tile on the board. You do damage equal to the power of that tile. And then Flash of Brilliance. Play the best word possible. Ends turn if used. Okay, so what can we spell here? We could spell give. We could spell dive. And we'll just go with one of those, right? So we use that V. That's going to count for a lot. So let's go with D, I, V. Okay, so it's adding up every letter we use is going to deal damage, and then what we cover will give us stuff, right? That's what I think. Okay, so that was... Okay. Doxy. Okay. So we did 7 damage. We covered up one of these treasure tiles, which gave us some essence. So we can choose a tile on the board and do damage to the power equal to the power of that tile. Let's choose X for 8 damage. What is this? Oh, that was the essence thing. Okay. Okay. These are some interesting words. What can we do? Okay, so this is double the power of the enchantment. Okay. Do we have to connect here, or can we just start spelling somewhere else? I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. Could do Grove for 9 damage with no bonuses. If we do this for 15 essence... Okay, so that does give us back health. Okay. They are... What is acquiring? queering. Okay. I'm gonna have to Google some of these words. What is? Okay, so doxy is not a word I would have ever thought of. Okay, so I've got my phone here. We're looking up doxy. Like the dog? Seriously? Okay. And then what about this? Why they're not using any normal words? Okay. What is the meaning of what? What? Present participle of choir. And choir is a set of 24 or 25 sheets of paper with the same size and stock, the 20th part of a ream. What? You know, is this literally just... what? It has to do with book, but I never would have got either one of these words that this thing just used. So I imagine this is just going to be a game where I constantly get my butt kicked. I mean, conceptually, I like it. Can I just throw an S on there? I can. Okay, I can. Okay. So that would be 9 damage. That would be 10 damage. Let's see. That gives us back some stamina, right? Really? Okay, it didn't work. Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's see. Say the best word possible. End turns if used. Oh, it automatically will play the best word possible. The best word possible was what? To play doxies again? I'm confused. What is this word? A lawine is an avalanche in German. What? What? Lawine is the German spelling, or the German word for avalanche. What? Well, conceptually, I think this game is cool, but I am having some real issues with the words that it's choosing to use here in this, because I'd be okay with getting outplayed by the computer, especially on something like this, but like not a single one of these words is a word that I recognized. And as reference here, I am a former linguist, so... not in any of these languages, like not in German or anything like that, but like this is ridiculous and in my opinion not fun. It's not fun to get beaten by words that you don't even remotely recognize, especially coming from someone who has like a decent vocabulary. I mean, conceptually, I like the thought of this game. Alright, so we just ship and defeat the Viper. That's floor 1. We get a reward. So we get armor fragments and a floor mushroom. Okay. And then we choose... Is this the reward? Your first attack on each floor does +5 word damage. Increase word damage by 3, durability 5. Let's go here. A Doomator with 40 health. Okay. Okay, so we could spell pine. I mean, we want to try to use the W and the Y if we can. We could definitely use the W. We just spell wine. I wonder if whiny would work. I know that's got an H in it. It worked. You've awakened the beast within, and now I can't be stopped. Twins? Okay, at least that's a word I recognize. So what is he doing? Choose a tile on the board. All instances of that tile have their power increased by ×2. Deal additional damage equal to the number of fiery touch tiles in any word played. Oh, okay. Interesting. Alright, so this gives us back essence. Got lots of vowels here, but we want to try to play the P, really, is all we're really worried about. We could do... Yips. Okay, so 5 stamina, put that on cooldown. Here we want to play the Q. So we could literally just spell Q. Yeah, let's do it. Q-U-E-U-E, I mean, I guess. Quiet. Q-U-I-E-T. We don't have an I to do that with. We could end it on that T there if we wanted to. Let's see. Let's shuffle these around. Quote. Q-U-O-T-E. Again, we don't have a T. Q-U-E-L-L. Quell. Okay, so play the best word possible. What is that? What is that word? You've awakened the beast. Yeah, we get it. Q-U-A-E-R-E. R-E. Ask, inquire. What? How's that? So not query, but it's archaic American English. What the actual hell? Oh man, okay, so we're gonna pick a tile on the board and deal damage to it. Okay, again, conceptually cool. First attack on the floor does +5 word damage, and then we instantly restore 10 stamina. Okay, so we have no choice. Special events. The Onlooker. You cautiously step into a dark room, your eyes adjusting to the dim light. As you take a few more steps, you notice a lone skeleton sitting on the floor, its bony fingers clutching at the dusty stones. You approach the skeleton slowly. As you get closer, you see that there's a scrap of parchment clutched in its hand. Take it. Okay. Cool. Well, we got a negative effect. Great. Gambling chip or instantly gain 100 essence. Prevent loss of turn when exchanging letters. Works once per floor. That seems neat. Alright, so let's see. We could do B E E R S. Beers. Broodmother has fiery touch. A tween? A tween? What? Okay. Let's look this one up too. A tween. Well, it means between, which is kind of what you would expect. But, okay. Do we have to connect to this, or can we just be like T E A? Nope, we have to connect to it. S E A T. 4 damage. Whatever, I need the healing. Oh yeah, heal. 5. Okay. Out brawl. Let's see, we do double damage for something that's worth 4, which will give us enough. No, not quite. Okay, so can we get some health back somewhere? Something that ends in a B. Nope. N-O-W. Okay. Alright, so we got a little bit of healing and the gambling chip. Alright, so then we've got a mid-boss here.
You will beg for death.
You know, this has got me wondering if there's a like a Scrabble thing that I can use here, like to cheat, because I feel like that's what the I feel like that's what the computer's doing. Let's see, Scrabble word finder. Okay, so enter up to 15 letters. We got ONNGIST. Find words. Actually, this is for Scrabble US. Nitons. Okay, cool. So then we just go N I T O N S. Nitons. Huh, of course it's Nitons. So ridiculous. Okay, so then there's need. Okay, so then we can clear it and we can do UAEDDZI. Find words. Okay, what if we add in like a T? 7-letter word. Audited. Okay, cool. So we do A U T I D E D. Man, look at us go. What? Oh, my bad. Duh. It's T E D. Okay, and then A. Here we go. Audited. I can't spell. Bam, 13 damage. Okay, U V E N L Z F. We got a 4-letter word, so not really good enough. Maybe we can connect it. What if we add an extra U? That still just gives us 4-letter words. Okay. I'm over here cheating on my cell phone, by the way. What if we add in a D? That gives us a 6-letter word, but it ends in D, doesn't start with D, so that doesn't work. What if we add in an S? 5-letter words. None of them start with S, though. They all end in S. Okay, what if we add an extra A in there? It looks like we got some wiggle room on that. 5-letter words. Cool. We'll go with that. N-A-V-E-L. Actually, really what we want is to use that Z or the F. So we go F-A-U-V-E. That hits for a lot more damage. Bam. Alright, we're going to go ahead and heal. And then we come back here. Nature's Wrath. What do we got? The best we got is a 4 right now. I think that's fine. Boom, 4 damage. Spell the best word possible. Okay. Our turn again. So now we've got E-A-U-G-L-Y-E. Find a word. 6-letter word. We could just spell league, but we got to build it off of something, and ideally I would like to get some health back, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that here. So we could get more essence, or we could deal additional damage potentially. What if we add in a D, and then we could do leagued? Okay, so D, E, U, G, A, E, L. Bam, leagued. Look, I'm cheating just like the computer. Alright, he's got 5 health left. We've got no abilities to speak of. Leroy Jenkins. Okay, so Let's see what we get here. We get Lerroyt. We could do Rotely with a Y somewhere. What if we add an extra U? All right, so yeah, we could do the same thing. What do we actually want to use? We want to use the Y. So Rotely is probably the one that we want to do. But we don't have a good spot to put that one. So if we add the end in, we can do router. R-O-U-T-E-R. Goodbye. Alright, so the key to this game is to look up scrabblewordfinder.org and plug in letters so that you can cheat just like the computer. Granted, some of these words I definitely would have been able to come up with on my own, but it just feels unfair to have a computer that's literally pulling out archaic old English and words in German for a game that supposedly should be played in the language that you're supposed to be spelling in. So to have that just doesn't feel very fair, and it doesn't invoke the spirit of like fair play and doing my best with what I know that I would kind of probably have otherwise. And I have played a lot of games where the spelling aspect has been done really well, but I will say that most of the time in those games, the spelling aspect has been done only on the player side. Like the enemy's not spelling things, they're just doing things to you, and you're spelling to like block or defend or to cast a spell or something like that. And I think that feels more fair and a little bit more fun than this does. But that being said, I keep playing it because I love like the UI design, the icons, the abilities. I like the artifacts that we're getting and stuff like this. Like this all looks really cool. But and the characters and stuff. Let's see. Enemy vocabulary is greatly enhanced. All of your talents are on. If all your talents are on cooldown, enemy word damage increases by 10. Enemies start the floor with 15 armor fragments. Okay. Yeah, there's so many good concepts in this game that I really like, but I'm just like really frustrated by the word library that the enemy is able to use here. It's very, very frustrating. So let's see if we concede and we go back. All right, so we go to summary. Career. Okay, main menu. Daily challenge, PvP, survival. So, you know, here at the end of this demo, what do I think? Is this a game that I want to wish list, meaning it's so good that I would just buy it as soon as it came out, you know, early access, first release, etc. A follow, meaning that I think the game has a lot of potential, but it might have some issues and things that I want to keep an eye on and see if it lives up to that potential. Or ignore, meaning I personally don't like the game at all, or I think the game is very deeply flawed and maybe just isn't worth the time. So for SpellBounders 2, I think this is somewhere between a follow and an ignore for me. So if this game didn't look as well put together as it does, like graphically and just in terms of all the mechanics that are going on, I would definitely say this would be a hard ignore for me, because I'm really hung up on that dictionary that the AI is able to use of just words that technically count but don't feel fair. Again, like I totally understand there's going to be words out there that I don't know or I'm not familiar with. And again, that's going to probably increase exponentially based on how much you read or how much you're invested into language learning and things like that. So I understand there's going to be a sliding scale of, okay, yeah, they're going to use some words that I don't know. But many of these words it wasn't like, oh yeah, that's a word and nobody ever uses it, but I know that's a word. A lot of these were just like, really? Like, I guess. Okay. And again, let me go look it up and see what it actually means. So that's a little bit frustrating. I think it's not a bad thing if you're going to go look up the words, because you can learn some new vocabulary, which I think is totally fine. That's a great way to do things. But also, are you going to remember those words? Are you going to be using those words against the computer? This game honestly kind of felt its best when I went to the scrabblewordfinder.com and just plugged in the letters I wanted to use and got suggestions, as opposed to trying to come up with my own words, because I didn't feel like the AI and I were on the same sort of vocabulary level. And so that was kind of frustrating. And again, many games have used this spelling mechanic and done it really well, but it's largely because the AI in those games doesn't spell. Just you spell. And so it's kind of all on your end and your vocabulary, and you don't have an AI over there making you feel bad. I'm assuming if you love Scrabble, though, this is probably going to be right up your alley. It's going to be your cup of tea. And I could see the PvP for this being quite good. So even though I'm hung up on the vocabulary and the dictionary that the AI has access to a little bit, I still think that this game, the quality of it, everything that's put together here, the whole package, the different heroes, the artwork, the art style of the game, the abilities and stuff, is really, really cool. Actually, really cool. So it's just a matter of do you like spelling enough and do you like Scrabble enough that you're willing to put up with and learn from an AI that's really just going to throw out a lot of words that you're just going to go, huh? Or are you not that invested into that concept and you don't really want to deal with an AI that's going to throw out all those kind of crazy words that nobody ever uses in regular speech, or even a lot of times in writing, because they're, for example, in a different language, or they're archaic English. So I think for me, I like to learn. And I really like a lot of the concepts for this game, so I think that I would probably keep an eye on it. I think it's a follow for me. It's a follow, and maybe mess with it, and I might pick it up and try it out depending on how much it cost when it came out and what the general reviews said. If a lot of reviews reflected what I've been talking about here, even at the release, then I might pass on it. But if it seems like it's a game that people enjoy and it's just a matter of hey, get good with your spelling, then, I might pick it up, because I do kind of like these sort of puzzly type games. And I think this one looks really well done, actually, aside from that one major issue that I have with it. So for me, I think it's a follow. So I'm the Pixel Pathfinder. My goal is to help you find great new indie games to play. I hope I've done that with this video here today. If I have, then hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Share this video with someone that you think might like SpellBounders 2 or the content I'm creating here on the channel. And let me know in the comment section below, is this game a wish list, follow, or an ignore for you, and why? As always, I thank you for tuning in and spending your time here on a video with me, and I'll see you on the next one.